Katie, the Pirates split this weekend at Pacific Lutheran. Won on Friday night to clinch a season series with the Lutes, and then fell in a 5-set match, but had chances on Saturday. Just give us your recap of the weekend for Whitworth volleyball.
Yeah. Overall, it really was a pretty good weekend. It's always disappointing to lose, but PLU's a great opponent, and they played us really, really well. I think Friday night, we were just a little bit more focused, a little bit more efficient on the offensive end. I thought we served really tough and blocked, so we weren't able to allow PLU to go on runs. And they weren't really able to get much momentum against us offensively. So we were able to beat them in 4. And then Saturday, yeah, we were kind of up and down, and so was PLU. I think we let them stick around, and by the end, they were able just to get a lot of momentum. One of their players, number 2, Mackenzie Pfeiffer, just came on really strong. In that 4th and 5th set, I think she ended with 20 kills, and we just didn't have an answer for her. But I give a lot of credit to PLU. They played really well. I think we kind of maybe approached set 4 with a little bit of a letdown, not as if we had won it, but just not really expecting that surge that PLU gave us, and then we just responded too late. I think we're still working on growing in a lot of areas. I think we have lapses sometimes in serve receive. We just can't pass very well, and it's hard to compete against anyone when you can't pass. So we're continuing to work on that, and just continuing to find our identity, and being able to kind of have that toughness in adversity, and finding what we need to do and how we need to respond. I think I felt us get a little bit tight and hesitant, and so just trying to work through those things in practice where we can be in a place, even if we're losing or not playing well, where we can still play free and not play afraid to lose.
I was going to ask you a little more about that.
Yeah.
In terms of several matches in a row now, we've dropped the first set. So the good news is this team doesn't panic.
Right.
But is that something you as a head coach are wanting to address in terms of being at that level at the start rather than working into that level at some point in the match?
Yeah, it is something that we spoke at length about leading up to PLU, because obviously we had experienced that against Whitman and in previous matches. And so we were really working hard to kind of be prepared and be playing at our best in set 1. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I think there's maybe a number of reasons why. But I think most certainly we just need to kind of continue to find out how we can be motivated and fueled to compete at a really, really high level, regardless of how the opponent is playing. I think for us, perhaps why we lose set 1 is we're just kind of waiting to see how it plays out. What is the other side going to give us? Is this going to be an intense match? Is it not? And we kind of wait and react rather than being the team that goes out there and sets the pace immediately. Yeah, so we're just kind of working through those things, and I think that's the best part about coaching, but also the most challenging part about coaching is that I believe that those things are intangibles, not skills to be taught and practiced. They're things to kind of grow into and work and learn just more about themselves individually, and then how they work together as a team. So yeah, we're kind of aware of that, and I know we need to get better at that, so hopefully we'll figure out a solution so we can be a team that starts strong from the very beginning.
This weekend, 3 matches in one weekend against the same opponent, Puget Sound. One of them's a makeup match. Puget Sound coming in, having won 3 in a row. What do they do well that's going to present a challenge for us?
Well, I think they have some really talented players. So I think when they can put it all together offensively, they're tough to defend. I think what's maybe hindered them at the beginning is that they've just made errors, whether it's serving errors or hitting errors. And so I believe when we played them just that one match, a few weeks ago, although we won, I don't think we were in a place where we earned a lot of our points. I think they gave us points by making errors, and that's something that they've gotten a lot better at. So I think we're just going to have to be prepared to be consistent and efficient on our side of the net and earn our points, through our offense, through blocking, and through serving time.